Hey everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and now I am doing my love tarot decks, my decks that I use for my love reading. So let's just dive right on in. I already did a video for my Oracle love reading, so check that video out. And the first one I want to discuss is one I've been using for a very long time for love readings. And that is my Triple Goddess Tarot. Get it out here. Here's one side of the cover. It's Lo Scarabeo. The box is rattered and tattered and all that, but I love this deck. I love it very much. Oop. Here is the little white book, and it's standard Lo Scarabeo with the multiple languages. Here are the backs, and we'll just kind of, as I go through, discuss why I really, it's the Ace of Cups, why I really enjoy this deck. Here's Five of Cups. I'll discuss it in a moment. Here's Judgment. Four of Pentacles. Although it's a triple goddess deck, it does have a Knight of Wands. That's male. Let's see. And let's see if I can find the Lover's card. Here's the Lover's card. I love that Lover's card. The Star card. And this card is gentle in terms of being able to deliver difficult news in readings, which I appreciate. It has a softer voice, a 5 of Pentacles. But it's, again, like, it's got a soft approach, but it doesn't shy away from just calling a situation like it is. Here's the Three of Swords. So I use this deck a lot in my love readings. It never fails me when I'm trying to get a solid reading with some solid answers. Here's Two of Cups. So it's like them as children, and then they evolve and they grow into the lovers as adults. So yeah, the Triple Goddess. I use this probably 9 out of 10 readings love readings I should say, would be with the Triple Goddess. So that's that. All right, the next one that I use a lot is the Celtic Tarot. It says branches of the Celtic Tarot. So this is a Llewellyn deck. Comes with that lovely Llewellyn box. And here's the gorgeous guidebook that I adore. Thick, glossy. I show you guys this all the time because I talk about this deck all the time. It is a great love reading deck. Here are the backs. Here's Justice. It has dragons, a lot of dragons in it. Dragon energy. That is Page of Wands. This is a proper Nine of Swords, as I always say. I love this Nine of Swords. Here's Five of Swords. Here's the Mother or the Empress. Let's see what else we have. Knight of Shields. The Pentacles in this deck is winter time. Takes a long time. Let's see. Here's the Lover's card. I love that it's not a heterosexual Lover's card. Here's the Fool card. very Rider-Waite-Smith-ish. Four of Wands. The World. I really love this card. I was going to try and see if I can find. There's some cards that are quite phallic, like the King of Swords. Here's the Moon card. And yeah, some of the images I'm like, I don't know. But anyways, I love this deck for love readings because it cuts to the chase, even with the dragons. Something about the dragons in a love reading it just makes sense, and it's just it instantly took to me, and I instantly took to this deck in terms of being able to relay messages, whether it's a reading where it's more positively favored, or a reading that was more on the negative side, where it's like talking about a breakup or something. This deck can deliver the goods, I should say. So I really enjoy using it in readings for others and in readings for myself. But this is one of my workhorses. I would say for love readings, the Celtic Tarot and my Triple Goddess are definitely my most used and workhorsed out decks, hands down. Next up, I have the Sensual Wicca Tarot, which I've done a review or an unboxing on, I believe. And I won't go into too many of these cards since I have done a review of it. It's a Lo Scarabeo, little standard white book. Here are the backs. I am not Wiccan, but I appreciate this deck quite. I really like it because in love readings, and specifically when I like to talk about the sexual and the sensual energies of the relationship or of what's going on in a person's life, this deck is the one I reach for to do that. It's the only deck for that purpose. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this Maiden of Wands. Here is, looks like the Universe. Oneness is what the name of the card is, but okay. Here is the Lovers card. Very racy, as you can see. So I'm not going to go all the way down the rabbit hole with this deck because, like I said, I did a review of it, but it's my only, at this point, sensual deck or sexual deck that I have. And I don't really, I have actually purchased a couple of other decks, but when I got them, none of them resonated with me like the Sensual Wicca Tarot. And then next up, I have the Sweet Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. And so that's one side. This is the one I would go to if I had a client who says, you know, I'm going through some things with my lover or my partner or my spouse, and I feel like we're moving on, or there's something kind of dark happening in our relationship. I would go to this particular deck. There's the backs. I go to this deck because it speaks to that darker, shadowy time that we may experience in our relationships. And I don't know, I like the voice that it has when you're dealing with people who are going through dark times. Here's the Four of Cups. You don't always want a jovial kind of love deck where it's like, it's almost kind of a slap in the face for when people are really going through it with their partner or when they are not manifesting love. So this is a good deck to go to when you're having someone who's really going through it, and you don't want to like add insult to injury by having some fluffy deck doing the reading. That's just me. Five of Pentacles. And I've done a review also, or an unboxing, I believe, of this deck, so I'm not going to show too many. Here's Three of Swords. I love this Three of Swords. She is stabbing her own self in the heart, and that's essentially what is going on here. It's that extra dimension of pain, because you know you're causing it by probably continuing the pattern that's going on in your love life. Here is the Sun. There's Two of Cups. And here's Ace of Pentacles. I love that card. And here's the Empress. So, oh, and I have to show the Tower and the Lovers, of course. Oh, and the Devil. Let's start with the Devil. The Devil. Here's the Lovers. And the Tower. So I'm trying to, there we go. Okay, so that's the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Okay, next up we have, this is a newer one to my collection, the Spirit Within Tarot. Sorry, it's getting fuzzy. Stephen Bright. There's the guidebook. I've done, I believe, an unboxing of this deck as well. Here is the backs. Schiffer is the publisher, I believe, or Rev Feather, which is like a little subsidiary or something of Schiffer. Here's the Ace of Wands. I want to see. Five of Pentacles. Two of Cups. I love this deck for many different kinds of readings, not just love. I was going to see if I can find a Lover's card. Not just love, because it is an easy reader. And sometimes when you want to dive in and really help someone in a reading, you don't want to have to spend a lot of time deciphering and trying to piece together what's going on. You just want some clear, quick answers so then you can get to the meat of helping them. This is the deck to go to. Three of Cups. Here's the Devil card. I like that Devil card. Let's try to see. Should have these cards like already pre-sorted. Anyways, I'm gonna search all day for the Lover's card. This is ridiculous. Oh well. Let's just look at the gorgeous Star card. Okay, well, it's somewhere in here. Of course, it's like, oh, when you want to find a card, it's nowhere to be found. Oh, 78. Oh, there's Lovers. So yeah, it's a good easy reader, and sometimes you need that when you're doing readings for others. You don't necessarily want to have some of the ultra layered tarot decks. It's just not always necessary to getting to the point. So it's been my experience. And then finally just going to do some quick honorable mentions, but not going to dive into the cards themselves, is the lovely Cosmic Tarot. Great deck. One of these days I'm going to do a deck review of it with the 2 different guidebooks that I have for it. Great for love readings, although I've used it maybe about 20% of the time for when I do readings for others. I use it primarily for readings for myself though, which is why I'm mentioning it. Then we have the Stretch Tarot, which I've also done a review of it. You can check that out. Great deck. It's going to look wonderful accompanying this particular deck, the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I cannot wait to play with these 2 together. So yeah. And then Darkness, Light. Oh, I'm just gonna, I like taking this one out of its little bag that it came with. I left the guidebook upstairs, or I printed it out and had it bound, a spiral bound guidebook, so it's upstairs. But love this particular deck. King of Wands, the Hermit. It's very moody. I like it. I probably use this again, not very much. I'd say like maybe, I don't use it very often, but sometimes I'm called to use it. And when I do use it in a love reading, I'm glad I did. 3 of Cups. I think for this deck, I'm just showing this or including this for the sexiness of it to me. Sometimes you just have to have a deck that's just visually appealing, you know? And there's the Devil card. Okay. So that's that, guys. That's the decks that I'm using right now for my love readings. So yeah, I want to hear from you. What decks are you using, either your Oracle or your Tarot for love readings? Which ones do you find just rock your world or your client's world? I just want to know, because I'm always just taking little peeks to see if there's a deck that must be added to my collection. Anyways, you guys, thank you all so much for watching. Many blessings. I will talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye.